Hello, this is Ace, and we're going to play through pretty much exactly the same thing I played through the other day, only for the second time, because this game forces you to go through the game twice, because you know what's good game design. So, I'm going to be a little more off topic in this video. I'm going to try and give some news updates onto things I'm involved with, and just sort of talk about that sort of thing. So it's going to be even more off topic, but I do get to go through the game with the ultimate weapon whenever I pick it up, so that'll be fun. So, this is Loop 2 of Ghouls N Ghosts. There's not going to be too many changes, and there's one of them. That guy wasn't there in Loop 1. I'll jump over that. Just about good. Hopefully I don't get too disturbed by the Hound, who has decided she heard a funny noise outside and is scared. Aww. Anyway, this is Loop 2. We've got one primary objective in this one, which is to find what's called the Goddess Bracelet. It is the game's, in theory, strongest weapon. It's a bit awkward, but definitely packs the most punch. Bosses in particular, it slaughters. It's not too great in stages. Still, we've got to find it, and to do that, as the ending of Loop 1 suggested, we need to get the golden armor, which is this, and find a chest somewhere in the village. And if you don't get the goddess bracelet and go back to the final stage, you can't go to the final boss. You just straight up need the goddess bracelet. You can get it in like the final stages, but to at least make the second loop somewhat different, I would like to get it in stage 1 if I can. So, I'm mostly going to be off topic in this video. Hopefully I can at least go, my goodness. There it is. So, oh gosh. As I said in the last video, there's obviously issues with the wrists. That's still a thing. And I gave some direct numbers as to how much weaker my wrists are than they should be. My left hand is about 20% or so weaker than should be average for a guy my age. And the right wrist, the right hand, considering I'm right-handed, is 20% or so weaker than my left, so, you know, that's what I've got to deal with. So, in true, let's just demonstrate that almost immediately, I did, whoops-a-daisy, did one too many things on the day I recorded the previous part, and I kind of felt I had to take a couple of days off. So I would have recorded this like yesterday, but I had to take a day off. And you just saw just how quickly the Goddess Bracelet devastates bosses. So, let's just briefly describe the Goddess Bracelet, shall we? It has a heck of a wind-up. It takes, like, a good... takes the entirety of Arthur's shooting animation. Okay, that's a suicide. Takes the entirety of Arthur's shooting animation to actually fire the darn thing. It does deal damage whilst it's being launched, so like the entire projectile will do damage even as it's being formed. And the better your armor, the further it'll travel. And it's got sort of a shotgun effect, so if you are close to an enemy, it'll do more damage. As you see, it is one-shotting the turtles. They normally take 2 hits. If you can keep the golden armor for, you know, as much as possible, particularly in boss fights, it's really, really good. In fact, there's one sequence in the game where I just want the golden armor. And actually not having the golden armor for that sequence will have to probably lead to me having to die in order to get it, as it were. There should be the golden armor here. There we go. So it travels quite a bit further with the golden armor. And these few mechanics for the Goddess Bracelet really do mess up your timing. So, I don't know, I kind of like playing through with the Goddess Bracelet. Oh, goodness. Oh, well, 2 shots and he's dead. So, instantly, if you run past the Red Armator and then die, and you actually pass the checkpoint, you can just safely die and it'll despawn him on the next life. So, that's a valid strategy. I have to be absolutely sure I don't pick up weapons I don't want. Oh, jumped a bit too early there. So, we've already passed through stage 1, we're halfway through stage 2. There, hit a checkpoint, see, it's fine. Not like part 1 where I didn't. So, I'm going to start off with just talking a bit about Mega Man Revolution. Oh gosh. And just how that's doing. Obviously, I did pass the project back to Crane. And I'm going to say I'm really impressed with just the direction it's taken. He's really, you know, Crane porting Revolution to Construct. Best thing that could have happened to the game, honestly. The game has improved just immensely from the old version. I am like seriously impressed by it, and obviously I've still got a bit of a hand in the game. I'm still advising and producing graphics for it, as well as coming up with new bosses. There's a lot more mini bosses in the game now. You'll probably be able to tell just what I've had my hand in, because I apparently have a bit of an art style, as it were. Also, you're just seeing just how amazing the Goddess Bracelet is against bosses here. It's just absolutely devastates them. Yeah, I'm just so impressed with the direction Revolution's taking. It'll certainly be a unique fan game when it's done. Well, let's just say that much. And I'm not just talking how the graphics have changed up quite a bit. Oh yeah, so there's another property of the Goddess Bracelet, which, while you've got the golden armor, it will erase enemy projectiles, which is just so cool. That can really mess up some of the bosses. Let's hopefully not get knocked back. There we go, cool. And this bit should be really simple with this weapon. Yeah, just like killing these in one hit. Come on. Ooh, that was tricky. So there's a lot more mini-bosses than there were in the original. The game has been extended, so there are more stages than there was in the original. Might like to do like just side stages and optional things in the game. Since he's not been able to work on it for such a long time, and he just wants to put his own mark on it. Oh gosh, I'm not... Okay, I had to make sure I didn't pick up a weapon there, so that's why I just jumped at the enemy rather than risk picking up a weapon. Because screw getting a weapon here and getting the Goddess Bracelet back. That's going to be annoying. I'm really hoping you don't hear my dog in the background pacing, and well, hopefully she hasn't seen anyone outside. Otherwise, well, that was just mistimed on my part. Yeah, Revolution's going really well. Unfortunately, Mike, much like me, his health isn't the greatest, and he's had to take a bit of a break from working on it. He's slowly getting back into it. Oh gosh. Well, that was fortunate. But it wasn't just a weapon there. Let's go nude. Au natural. It's just not worth trying to get armor here. Oh gosh. Woohoo! That guy wanted to get me. Yeah, so production on Revolution has slowed down. It is going really well. And, you know, when Mike's feeling a bit better, hopefully he can really just sort of blow you away. Something similar with Quint's Revenge 2. I'm not planning on releasing the full game anytime soon. It's still, obviously, if you've been just aware even slightly of my health issues, then obviously it had a huge period of time which it just wasn't being worked on. That is not a weapon, we can proceed. I think this is a good spot to get the golden armor. So this level, I absolutely want to get to the boss with golden armor. It is really hard to beat the boss of this stage without the golden armor. Thankfully, it's easy. Get up here, you swine. It's really easy to obtain the golden armor in the second half of the stage, so that's good. Let's go down. It's because these things should be a lot easier to kill. Oh dear. Oh, no. We got it. It's fine. I think it's worth just dying here, actually. Yep, I think it is. Because that could be a weapon on the next chest. If I die, it resets the chest drops. So you should get a magician in the first drop. You don't have to kill him to trigger what the next drop's going to be. The next drop should be the golden armor. It can occasionally break, but I think you're generally fine. It depends on what you trigger. Okay, gotta keep this to the boss, and then hopefully not die to the boss. If you got the golden armor, you can do the same trick you could do in Loop 1 with the dagger, or other projectiles, by standing on the edge. If you do not have the golden armor for the boss, you just can't do that. Okay. If you don't have the range. Come on, up the hill. So Quint's Revenge is going pretty well. I'm at the point where the main thing I need to do to get a demo out is some menus, and making sure the save system works, because I pretty much have to gut that. As well as a few extra details. I'm honestly really happy with how it's turning out. So, there should be a demo. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, looks like I'm taking out the right one, normally. Okay. Should be good. Something like 12. Okay, this isn't working out. Oh, that hits him a few times. Okay, this guy has really sped up. Oh dear. Okay, looks like we're fighting this guy normally. Hopefully I've only got to hit him a few times. Open up, please. Right. Okay. Yeah, this boss is really difficult with the Goddess Bracelet. Yeah, the damage boost does not help that much if you can't hit him, but we got him. Doing all of the hearts with that method is really difficult. So thankfully I can get the extreme edges there. Okay, final stage. This is going really quickly. Just showing just how good this weapon is, and how I'm like more than happy to replay the game with it. Because it does feel like a power trip going through the second loop with this weapon. Of course, the timing differences alone really does affect things. You can't always rely on it. Get down here, you swine. Oh, hit the ladder. I guess I'm not getting the golden armor. We'll see how far I go. This is still the hardest stage in the game, by a long shot. So yeah, Quint's Revenge. It is going really well. There's not a lot to do to get a demo out, just a whole lot of menus. And I hate coding menus, so... I really hope people like it. There's a few doozies. What's that? That's not a weapon. We're good. We can keep going. Oh, no, the pigman got me. Pigman got me. Oh, that's a decent score. Right, therefore, one continue. Decent score. So, again, the last stage is probably going to take the longest. I mean, it is the longest stage in the game. It has, like, the boss rush, the several armors, although Goddess Bracelet yet again. Okay. Get down here. Get down here. Come on. But stay away from the ladder. Okay, got him. Hopefully this should spawn the chest. This should be golden armor. There's at least a few real doozies in the demo. I'm really looking forward to how what people think. So again, just keep your eyes peeled. Things have had to slow down with development with QR2 because similarly to Crane, I had like a real neck pain spike. If you remember, all those years ago, I had an accident at work which has left me with like sort of permanent neck pain, and if that really spikes, I can't do a lot. It's a bit debilitating, really. Okay, hit the checkpoint, it's good. I think we'd hit the checkpoint. We're gonna make sure I've hit the checkpoint. Okay. Okay, boss rush. I really like just how quickly that thing kills them. Hopefully get right underneath. No, I think we mistimed that. If you time that just right, you can kill it as it's coming down, but you can't always. I think if you go in with golden armor there, you will always kill it. Where it's a bit of a pot luck thing if you go in without armor. Okay. There we go. Golden armor, this should be good. Okay, there we go. Also, with the golden armor, you erase projectiles, so that also really helps dealing with these guys. I'm not sure if it erases the flamethrowers from the Astrolofts. I think that's what they're called. But it's probably best if you don't give them a chance to shoot. Okay, one more bosses. Oh, not including the Beelzebub, because he's got his own checkpoint. So I don't consider him part of the boss rush. Okay, one more till the checkpoint. Oh, no. Mistimed that. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait out the guy with the pot. Okay. So that could have been a weapon. I don't know if it was. Not gonna check. Okay, one more boss before the final enemy. So, yeah, just keep an eye out for Quint's Adventure 2. And there we go. Just shows how much of a difference the Godless Bracelet does. So, I don't like the fact that the original Ghouls N Ghosts game makes you go through the second game, because I don't think the shield/cross does such an effective job. Certainly not as effective as this weapon does. But this feels like a real power trip. Which I think is one reason I don't mind it too much in this game. Final boss time. Time to take on Loki/Lucifer, whichever country you're in. Okay. He can eventually break the floor in the middle, which makes this a bit harder. He doesn't have much health though. Oh gosh. And he's down. And there we go. That is Ghouls N Ghosts cleared. And you get to see the ending. So, again, not bad for like the first playthrough back. That went really well. Loki restored the Ghouls N Ghost world which had vanished 3 years ago. Arthur has finally defeated Loki, warrior, the strongest in the world. Arthur had known at the time, when he defeated the demon, that Ghouls N Ghosts world might... that's an interesting spelling of might, right there. He prepared for the new enemy by improving weapons and giving magic power to each weapon. If it had not been for the magic power, even Arthur could have been defeated long before he... Is that a B for reached him? Okay. On top of the magic power, Arthur obtained a Psycho Cannon. Okay, the Psycho Cannon in this one. Form Valkyrie. I mean, This is so misspelled, it's kind of hilarious. That's awesome. So I think it's called the Goddess Bracelet in some version of the game, and obviously it's called the Psycho Cannon in this version. I keep calling it the Goddess Bracelet, because that's the version I would say this is the version of the game I'm familiar with, but I've just known it as the Goddess Bracelet. I mean, it might be the Japanese name, actually. So, we get the credits sequence, and Arthur will just blatantly cheat during this segment by walking into things. Well, that was Ghouls N Ghosts. And that was both loops of Ghouls N Ghosts. I think I am slowly improving wrist-wise. I've just got to be careful. As I said, after I'd recorded the previous video, I was intended to record this on the next day. But I'd done just a little too much. I think I did some pixel art after recording, and that was just a bit too much for me to deal with. Particularly since it was like a 40-minute video, 40-minute recording session. So I've just got to be careful and really pick and choose any projects they have going forward. I'm not sure if any of the challenge videos are viable. Because obviously I'm having to use some tool assistance to get me through certain games. Button macros and all that, and I don't know if that really is considered cheating. I kind of personally do, which is my issue with that. And obviously certain things such as boss rushes and boss runs, but getting no damage footage often requires a lot of practice, and it's probably too much in a session for me at the moment. We'll see down the line. I am interested in continuing some playthroughs just to sort of get back into a groove, and what a cheater, honestly, Arthur's being right now. I am interested to do some casual playthrough. I've got a couple of games in mind, actually, so we'll see how that goes. And obviously I'll keep you guys informed on any news regarding Quint's Revenge 2 and possibly Revolution, if we can figure out a way of getting that sorted. Magmul is having some issues, because obviously the pandemic is simply not helping with collaboration and morale, and Magmul might take a while, let's just put it that way. That was Ghouls N Ghosts. That wasn't so bad. That went well. As I said, I do honestly love this game. I think this is, as I said, I've got a lot of nostalgia for it. I've played it for a long time. It's just a fond childhood memory for me, and I like to go back to the game every so often. So, yeah. Anyway, this is Ace. I will hopefully have the developer commentary playthrough of Mega Man's Christmas Carol 3 coming as soon as I can. This recording for Ghouls N Ghosts went so much better than any of my previous recordings for the Christmas Carol game. I think I finally ironed out the bugs and issues I was having. I was having issues where I just lost a lot of frames and a lot of frame skips. And I think I finally figured out why that was happening, so hopefully Christmas Carol can come relatively soon. So I just wanted to do a game I was really familiar with, really nice short game. That went well. This is Ace, and I will catch you later.